All right, class, we need to put our warm-ups in the basket. Let's go ahead and join on the carpet. Okay, so this is after our warm-up. After our warm-up, we would bring all the kids to the carpet. We're going to review our warm-up. On Wednesdays, we do the 4-step problem-solving method. So I would have their word problem ready as well as their 4 squares. We're going to go through it together. Generally, I let a student come up one at a time. We'll do the squares together, student-led. After our warm-up, we'll do our multiple songs. Ready for 3s?
Yes.
Right? Fact.
Fluency is our goal. Let me see your fingers roll. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36.
Okay, so we'll go through all of our multiple songs. After our multiple songs, we would do, generally we would do a mini lesson. Today we're going to be modeling a number talk. So very quickly, let's go over our expectations for a number talk. Our equation today is 32 times 6. Remember, when you're thinking, you have a closed fist on your chest. When you thought of one strategy that you can use to solve this equation, you're going to put one finger up. This lets me know that you have thought of at least one way to solve this equation. When you have thought of a second way, you're going to add a second finger. Okay? If you have more than 2 ways, what are you going to do?
Add another finger.
Okay? Once I see that the majority of us have at least one way to solve this equation, we'll come together and we'll have a number talk. Okay? So let's go ahead and put our thinking caps on, and let's think of at least one way that we can solve this equation. 32 times 6. Alright, so it looks like we all have at least one strategy. Who can share one strategy with us? Yes, ma'am.
I put the numbers up and I did 2 times 6.
Okay.
And then I
So you broke apart the 32 into what?
did 32.
Okay. And then what?
I multiplied 6 times 2. And I got 12.
Okay.
And then I did 30 times 6. And I got 100. Wait.
6, 12,
118.
180. And what'd you do?
I added 12 plus 180.
Look about right. Okay. Do we have any other strategies? Yes, sir.
I just stuck 32 and 6 and I multiplied them and got 192.
How did you multiply them? You just stacked them, you said?
Yes.
So you set up like a standard algorithm multiplication problem? Okay.
And I
And
got
then-
192.
Okay, walk me through the steps that you used.
I multiplied 6 times 2 and I got 12.
Okay. And then would you put the 12 here?
No, I put the 1 above the 3.
Okay. Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
And I did 6 times 3, which was 18 plus 1 is 19.
Okay. And what did you use?
I did both of those plus another way.
Okay.
I did 32 6 times.
Wow, you added 32 6 times? Okay. How did you do that? Did you do all 32s at once, or did you do 32 plus 32 and then you doubled that, or what'd you do?
I did 32 plus 32.
Okay.
And I got 64.
Okay.
And I did 64 plus 64. I got 128.
you're on the right track. So 64 is the same as saying 2 groups of 32, right? And you need how many groups of 32? You need 6 groups of 32. So if this is 2 groups, and this is 2 groups, you need how many more groups of 32? 2. So we need to add another 64. So 8 plus 4,
12.
okay.
And then 9.
Because we all know that repeated addition is the same as multiplication. Let's try some division.
Okay.
Right. So remember, when we're thinking, we have a closed fist on our chest. And we have our first strategy. We're gonna put up 1 finger. If you come up with another strategy, it's 1 finger for every strategy that you can think of. I see that most of us have at least 1 strategy. Who would not mind sharing a strategy with us? Yes, sir.
I counted by 8. And
So you did your multiples of 8s? Okay.
how many times I did it was my answer, and I got 11.
Ah, okay, so let's do our multiples of 8s. 8,
16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88, 96.
So then you just counted until you got to what?
11.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh, 12.
12. Okay, so we have our multiples of 8. Do we have another strategy? Yes, ma'am.
I did the long division with the squares.
Like the grid method?
Yes.
So you did 96 divided by 8? Okay, and then what'd you do after that?
8 goes into 9 one time.
Okay.
And then I did 1 times 8, which is 8.
Okay.
And then I subtracted and got 1.
Okay.
And then I brought it over to the 6. And then 8 times, and then it goes into 16 2 times.
Good.
And then 2 times 8 is 16, so I subtracted and got a remainder of 0.
Very good. Alright, let's see, what other strategies do we have?
I did the standard algorithm.
Oh, a long division? Wow, I'm so surprised so many of you guys can do this in your head. So walk me through it.
Okay, so I did 8 goes into 9 1 time.
Okay.
And then 8 times 1 is 8.
Alright.
And then I brought the 6 down. Wait, no. I subtracted 8 and 9 and
Okay.
got 1.
Alright.
I brought the 6 down to the 1, next to the 1. And then I did how many times does 8 go into 16?
Okay.
And I got 2. And then 8 minus 2 is, 8 times 2 is 16.
Good.
And then 16 minus 16 is 0.
Good. Another strategy?
I would like to add on to Brody's.
Okay.
After I did what he had said, I did 12 times something equaled 96.
Oh. So you did 12 times something equals 96. So how could we do that? Could we roll our 12s?
Yes.
I got this feeling.
The 12s are great.
12,
24, 36, 48. The big 60, 72. 84, 96.
So what multiple is that?
8.
We're almost there.
So we were correct, weren't we?
Yes.
Alright, so after our mini lesson, we'll move on to our workshop model. Okay, so at this point, I would assign the kids a group. So depending on what color they're in is the station that they'll be going to. So our first rotation, our green group will be at your seat. At your seat today, at your seat is usually an independent workstation, and it would be like a spiral assignment, something that I would take a grade on that they're working independently on a voice level 0. They do not need any help from me. Group 2, the blue group, this is our fluency station. So it'd be like a fun game or possibly just an activity for the day that the kids would be working on. They would be working collaboratively. We want them having math conversations. High tech is going to be on the computer, some sort of technology. Again, they don't need any help from me. If they do need help, they go to a peer to get that. And then teacher table is where I would pull my small group to work with an extension of our mini lesson.